What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes catching up with Joshua Van, who's coming off a big win over Bruno Silva at UFC 316. Guess what? He's already got another fight booked. He's fighting Brandon Rovyal at UFC 317. Twice in June of 2025. Pretty historic, Joshua Van. What the hell are you doing? Why don't you just enjoy your win and go hang out on a beach? You're going to get in another camp, another weight cut, another tussle, man.
Man, I ain't really worried about the weight cut, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's just the opportunity just come, and I can't say no, you know what I mean? So, getting a chance to fight like guys like Royval is just, you know what I mean? It's just honor, man. It's honorable matchup and shit. So I can't say no.
What are you weighing right now? Like after you weighed in at 125 or 126 the other day, what did you fight on fight night? And then what did you let yourself go to till before they gave you that holler?
I gain everything I lose, so it's like I'm back to normal. Like as soon as Friday morning, we weigh in, and then right after that, I went back to my normal weight.
That smile leads me to believe you're in the 150 range.
Hell no, I never got up to 150. Never in my life.
145.
You know.
You'll make it. You're a professional and you're young. You're only 23 years of age. I think that factors into why you did it. You know, when you're young, man, you got cojones made of steel. Did they reset your contract, offer you some cheddar? How did they incentivize you, other than the fact that it is a big fight?
Yeah, man. It was just right now, you know what I mean? Me and my manager was talking about that. So of course they definitely gonna give me a new contract. And yeah, everything's good from here.
Well, that's awesome to hear. You guys deserve it when you take that type of risk to help out the company. So, are you going to weigh 125 at the weigh-ins that day? Because there is a title fight and stuff happens. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking. We'd be talking about 316, or we're kind of talking about 317 right now.
Yeah, I mean, my last fight I weighed in at 125, so you know what I mean. It was easy weight cut too. So yeah, man. Especially when the title fight was on the line and stuff like that too. So you know what I mean.
Do you secretly also train for Pantoja because you're on the same card as Pantoja? Like, do you just give him some looks on the video screen, maybe go over some sequences with some training partners, or is it all just laser focused on Royval?
I mean, like, how do you even train for people? You know what I mean? I feel like you just study them, but I don't train for just one person type shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I train the way I train, and then fight day, it's just muscle memory that just come in. Yeah.
What did you think of Bruno Silva? We'll go back to UFC 316. That guy wouldn't go away. He should have walked out to the zombie song along with the Korean fighter, because it was like you were fighting a zombie, and then finally you put the zombie down.
Man, he's tough, man. He's tough. Great guy. After the fight, we talk in the hotel rooms and not hotel room, hotel lobbies and stuff like that. So he's a great guy. He's tough, man. He got to where he at because you know what I mean, for a reason. So he's a tough opponent. I like him.
And obviously, that type of fight, you probably can't walk out of there without some nicks, but I wouldn't say injuries. But how are you feeling? Because that was a hell of an output that you put out there, dude.
I mean,
You didn't get hit as much, but I'm thinking like your hands. How are your hands? How are your feet?
I mean, you see, no scratch. So I'm good. I just finished training right now. So
Okay.
I'm good, man. My cardio is not too bad yet. You know what I mean? And thank God, I was about to do a party on Sunday, and then my manager called me like 2 minutes before I started drinking and stuff like that. So I was like, oh shit, I can't drink. So yeah, it was perfect timing.
Well, you know what? When we hear the news like this, right?
Mhm.
The first thing we do is we sit down, we think, okay, what does this do to the division? How does this change the fight? And I swear to you, when I thought of him and I thought of you, I had to kind of take a deep breath almost to prepare myself, because in my head, when I play this out, I just see chaos. Like, I mean, you guys are gonna be everywhere. But I got to thinking about it, and I thought your style is the type of style for me that where most fighters have to adapt to you. You don't really give them the opportunity to do what they want to do, because you're so in their face that they have to adapt to you. Because my first question in this interview would probably be like, what do you have to do now to prepare for this guy? But honestly, I think that question's probably got to go more to him because of the type of style you have. Does your style make taking a short notice fight like this easier? And do you think there's probably more pressure on him because of that?
Uh, I think there should be more pressure on him just because the up and coming guys fighting the number one guy. You know what I mean? Especially on a short notice. So uh, for me, there's nothing to lose, man. And you know what I mean. When I say that, like I don't want people to think like, oh, he don't care if he lose. I want to win. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go there and do my thing. But I'm saying though, this is like one in a lifetime opportunity type shit. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go in there, and 3 weeks is perfect fight camp for me. So this is a full camp, no excuse. But there's no pressure on me. It's all on him.
What would you say, if we look at Manel Kopp, who he was going to fight? What would you say is the main difference between you and Kopp, and what you bring to the table versus what Kopp was bringing to the table?
See, Cop, like we fought the same dude, right? His last fight was Bruno Silva, and you know what I mean. I just fought Bruno Silva, so we have like very different striking styles, right? His style is touch you and then he move and then stuff like that. But me, I'm a heavy boxer, guys. So you know what I mean. So it's very different. So I think, yeah, you're gonna have to adjust to my style, man. Yeah.
Joshua, what would you say the reward for winning this fight would be? Because you're making a big jump here and you're helping the company out. Um, but if you win this fight, like, what do you think you deserve after that?
Title. It gotta be right. Cause if I beat the number one guy, I'm the number one guy. So when I beat him, I'm gonna wait for the belt. So that's the only fight I'm gonna do after that.
Give us an update on the Joshua van, traveling van. Remember we said something about pulling up in a van, and when the UFC cameras are out there and seeing you guys walk in, I think it'd be a cool little walk, and you could do some promotions on it. I don't know, make it flashy, or any updates?
I don't
Hey,
know.
hey, feel
Yeah,
free to go. That's a stupid idea, and we'll leave it alone. But if you like it, then give us the update.
yeah. I don't know what to think of it right now. I don't really think that far yet. You know what I mean? I'm focusing on this fight, and then maybe for the title fight we can do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pull
That'd
up
be
in the
sick.
bands with a suit
All you
on.
guys come out
Yeah,
like in suits, black suits or something, I
yeah,
think it'd be
black
funny if
suit,
like the
black
bodies
glasses.
wouldn't stop coming out. They
Yeah,
go into the passenger side, the camera won't pick it up, but all of a sudden like 30 people come out of the van. I think it'd be hilarious.
yeah, that'd be
Um,
the best.
all right, and then you guys are same management team, right?
The who?
You guys are on the same management team, Iridium.
Yes, yes.
Is that awkward? Have you guys ever had to do stuff together, representing the management team? And have you guys developed a friendship at all, trained at all, anything like that?
Nah, I don't like training with people, man. I stay in my gym, and if people want to come train with us, then they come. But I don't really like going to different gym. You know what I mean? To go train and stuff like that. So no.
And it's because of reasons like this. So when they present themselves like this, there's no awkwardness, or you've just always been a private person.
Nah, it's not even private. It's just like I feel like I started with my coach 4 years ago, right? So I feel like for me to go to different gyms and work with different coaches, like sometimes it kind of fucked up a fighter. You know what I mean? Because one coach would tell you how to throw a jab this way, and then the other coach would tell you like a different way and stuff like that. So I don't want people to fuck that shit up for me, you know. Um, so I just want to stay with the same people.
Yeah. You're considered one of the hard hitters at 125 pounds. A lot of times that division gets a little criticism, not much, because there's some guys that can crack. But I wanted you to put it in perspective. Your last 3 wins were wins. We salute you. They went to decision. This one was a finish. It was getting close to being a decision, but you went in there and you finished it. How was that feeling for you? It doesn't have to go to the judges, and you handled your business. There's like an oomph on it, was there like a different type of a feeling, different type of euphoria?
Nah, I always got the power. And for this fight camp, my last fight camp, man, I told everybody, like my coaches, I'm like, man, I feel like my power is here, man. Like I really felt like when I punch and stuff like that, I like even when I spar, man, I'll be dropping guys and stuff like that. So I was like, oh shit, my power has level up. You know what I mean? I see that like last fight camp, you know. But I always got the power, man. It's just that the previous fight, I think I was chasing the knockout so much that it didn't happen. But this fight, I kind of let it happen. Like you know what I mean. Even when I drop him, like I just not like going full in and stuff like that. So I let him do his thing and then set a trap. That's
I
what it
love
was.
it. All right. How many friends and family travel to your fights? Is it a big contingent or a small contingent?
My family is always there, like my moms and my sisters and stuff like that. But the teammate, man, they be coming up, man. Like Michael Aswell, I think you guys saw him. Like he fought a couple weeks ago. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always there in my corner. Sebastian, all them. You know what I mean? They, if they have times, they always come to my fight.
And that celebration you were telling us about that was interrupted by the phone call from Jason House, was that a celebration of your particular win or was it another occasion?
It was a surprise. I bought a house for my mom, and it was
Oh,
like a
Oh,
surprise
cool,
party.
man.
So
Dude, that's awesome. Congrats.
thank you, thank you.
now you
It
can
was
buy
a
another one.
surprise for her, like you handed her the keys and all that?
Yeah, I mean, my mom want me to live with her and stuff like that. I'm still gonna live here, but like it's her house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah. So, yeah,
The reason I asked and tried to tie the questions together is because I'm sure they were happy, right? Cool, but 2 fights in 1 month, man. Like that's a lot of airlines and hotels, but it's probably got to be a little exciting too, right?
yeah. My mom is right now. She can't eat. She can't sleep. she was happy when we did the surprise, and then I was like, "Hey, mom, I got another fight." She was like, "Yeah, that's good." I was like, "In 3 weeks." She was like, "What?" So her face just changed right there and there. But yeah, she know what I'm doing. So
She'll be there.
yeah, she gonna be there every fight.
That's cool. All right, Goes is going to finish up here with one last one for Joshua Van, our guest here, who won at UFC 316 versus Bruno Silva, and he's already got a fight at UFC 317 on June 28th versus Brandon Royval. All right, Goes, go ahead and finish up.
And so Joshua, I know you've had time to kind of process this and figure out Brandon Royval as much as you can. And you can't share all of your strategy, but in your mind, how do you see this finishing? How do you see this fight going for you?
This is gonna be a tough fight, just because he got the same style I have, and he's longer and stuff like that. So he like pressuring guys too. You know what I mean? Just like I like pressuring guys. So it's gonna be who adjusts to uh, who style first. So I'm gonna have to adjust to his style before he did. Before he adjust to my fighting style. So you know what I mean. It's going depending on like who outsmart who. You know what I mean. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to outsmart him on everything.
Last one from me. You just bought your mom a house, and when you did, I'm sure at some point you had to drive there, and there was a car in the driveway, but you got a new fight. That's more money. this next time after this fight, is that car going to be different? The one that pulls up into the new house? Has
See,
Joshua picked out a new whip?
I just bought a new car before my last fight.
Damn.
So,
This
like
guy's one up there.
I like to reward myself with a little something, yeah, like yeah. So I just got myself a new Cadillac. So yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah, what's the model?
CT5
Okay,
Cadillac. Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. Cadillac usually is like an older cat like me, you know. But
Uh,
do they have like a young model
yeah,
or
a new one. Like not, I like them classic car, like them old school
yeah,
car.
yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like those type of cars, you gotta fix it and this and that. So I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? But when I retire, I like to look into those classic car.
So it's a Cadillac CT5.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh
Like,
yeah, that's sharp.
yeah,
That's
you like
sharp.
it? Black on
Yeah.
black. It's
Okay.
good.
Hey, I just want you to know, I don't want to stir up your feelings, but on our weekly show, I did say that one of the things that pissed me off about Saturday was you not getting a bonus. I thought Silva was doing enough where you guys
Mhm.
could almost contemplate a fight of the night because he was hanging in there and making it a fight.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you got to finish. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like you
Yeah.
have any feelings on that? Are you over it? Or are they going to send you a little side check, in the mail?
Man, I hope they send me a little something. But nah, it's whatever, man. I feel like the people know who deserve what. So I think I did enough for me to earn that bonus, but I'm not gonna trip over the things that I can't control. It's the boss man. Whatever he decide goes. So I'm not gonna trip over what I can't control.
We'll leave it at that. Thank you for the time. Good luck in this next camp. And I guess we'll see you in Vegas in a few weeks.
All right, man. I'll see you guys.